I get asked a lot of times, what do I love about working in sports and particularly my role? And I always give the same version of the answer, which is you get to have such a great impact on your community. It's things like Scores Cup and the final whistle on hate match we did, work whether it's with Cradles for Crayons, our Special Olympics Unified team, which is one of my favorite events every single year. Whenever we can help directly by doing programming that we add value, that's great. But we also love to bring light and highlight great organizations like PCA because we know people are paying attention.
First of all, welcome to our guest of honor tonight, Brian Bilello. Brian, as you know, is our 2020-2021, since the year has turned, positive impact executive. I hope that tonight we inspire more people to lead like Brian. By the end of the evening, I think you'll understand that Brian does more than run a business. Brian builds community at Gillette and far beyond.
Brian cares for his team, he cares for the fans, and he cares for the community. And it's quite honestly, one of those club presidents that you kind of dream of, as far as this is a man who wants to make sure that everyone is getting the most out of having a professional soccer team in New England. I'm thankful for Brian and everything he's done for me to allow me to grow. And now, because of that experience I've had in the front office, there's a number of real life executive positions that have opened up for me, I'm very grateful for that, Brian.
For those of you who are new to PCA, we are a national nonprofit committed to helping do sports right. Done right, sports teach kids what they need to thrive in this world. Social, emotional skills, or just simply grit, compassion, respect, resilience, all of those things that are so important. Here at PCA, we believe that what gets rewarded gets repeated, and that's why we're honoring Brian so others will follow his lead. That's also why we honor high school students who make a positive impact. But I am so grateful to the many, many people who've made this evening possible and special.
So soccer's definitely been a passion for your entire life. When did you first begin, and what keeps you still playing?
I always loved team sports more than individual sports, and there is something about soccer that just really appealed to me. I mean, I got a black eye playing baseball when I was really little, so that might have also pushed it. And so, one thing I loved about soccer is that, if I was tired and my man runs by me, I had to chase him. It didn't matter how tired I was, because if I didn't, Raj Jindal, who's on this call, would probably be facing a shot, and then he'd let me hear about it, right? And so whether it's guilt or pressure or whatever it is, you have this whole group of individuals that hold you accountable and really push you beyond your own limits. And I think that's a really special thing about sports, and I think for me at least, particularly soccer.
I actually want to bring in Teal right now to chime in, because yes, he is the Revs 2020 Humanitarian of the Year. Pretty awesome, right? Yeah, hands up, everybody.
Especially for Brian, who's helped me out a lot, is having a platform. So wearing the Revs jersey has given me the opportunity and a platform to be able to do things that are really impactful, meaningful, things that I really care about. Having a conversation, I think, also has to lead to initiatives. I think people need to see action. I think people need to see people going out and helping one another, really understanding one another. And I think that's what the Change Initiative is doing. And I think all of us here today are able to just have these conversations and understand, hey, we're all kind of going through our own problems and issues, but we're human beings and we want to help one another.
This is a Nicaraguan women's national team jersey, and Nicaragua is a country that hasn't had any opportunities for girls for years. So my 10 words are, soccer should be for girls everywhere. And that's what it represents to me.
You graduated from an institution that's committed to changing the world. That's a lofty goal. But what I'm hearing from you this evening, from the interviews, from the current and former players, is that you're making the most of your position and you're doing the best you possibly can to change the community in which you serve and potentially changing the world.
Ready?
Yeah.
So at this moment, whether you have water or wine, let's do a toast to to all of our sponsors. Mine's water right now, local polar beverage. So cheers. I love it.